Welcome back to Ronverse. My name is Ronnie, and today I am reviewing Medicom Mafex, the Mandalorian 2.0 action figure from Star Wars The Mandalorian Season 2. If you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel for more upcoming reviews. Alright, let's start with the box. It's a usual Mafex window box packaging that shows nearly everything that you're getting with the figure. It also has nice product shots on the side and on the back. Mafex usually doesn't add any kind of character details like a character BIOS, but all in all, it's a collector-friendly package by Mafex, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Nothing special, but nothing wrong either. Okay, one thing here. I usually like to open my action figure boxes from the bottom, and when I opened this one, it said, "This is the way." So which means I have been right all along. How about that? Okay, out of the package, Din Djarin is 16 centimeters, which is 6 and 3/8 inch. So that means in real life interpretation, he stands around 6 feet 4 with the helmet, which might not be true in this case, but I don't mind a bigger figure, so that's good. Here he is with the Black Series Fennec Shand, the beautiful Fennec Shand, the Black Series Mando. This is G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes. And here's Hasbro Indiana Jones. So he stands fine with most of the 6-inch collectible lines, I guess. Okay, talking about the sculpting of this figure, we need to mainly notice how good is the overall body proportions, because this is a man wearing an armor. And how good are the details of those armor and the weapons, because that's the main thing for any Mandalorian. Now when it comes to the body proportions, even with the helmet on, he looks like Pedro Pascal, because he has very similar proportions. He's not too built up, he's not too lean or lanky, he doesn't have very long arms or legs, he doesn't have any broad shoulders. He does look very human, and a human who might be the same size as Pedro Pascal. Now, because this is not the first version of Mandalorian that Mafex has made, the details are pretty much spot on with how Mando looked in Season 2. For example, if you see the grenades on his waist, if you see the pouches and the ammo belts, the Beskar armor, even these small bombs on the calves, the knee pad which has these shooting things, the gauntlets on the left and right arms, you see the shoulder armor is different here because he has this Mudhorn clan insignia added here. Even the parts which are not much visible, those are under the cape or the cloth that you can see here, are also properly painted. And if you see, there are small marks of wear and tear like this battle damage. Even the helmet looks a bit more proportionate this time. I don't have the old one to compare here, but when I had that one, that had a bit less of neck, I remember. So it always made him look shrugged. So that again is a good thing here. The proportions are overall better. The sculpting on the accessories is also very detailed. I'm considering Grogu as an accessory because the package doesn't say that it's a 2-pack, so he is an accessory. The extra heads on the Grogus are all sculpted well. So for sculpt, I give it 9 out of 10. I'll let you know why I didn't give it a 10 out of 10, but I'll explain that one in accessories section. Painting. Most of the figure is comprised of many armors and bandoliers and belts and weapons and everything else, and because of those, it is full of different kind of paints. Even the Beskar armor is painted differently overall. So you will notice some of them is older and some of it is newer because he kept getting those Beskar added to him. These all Beskar parts have different kind of sheen to them. On my figure, if I notice a few things like the bullets on the cuff, they are not done very well. There are misses here and there. Some of them has brown paint bleeding on the silver. Most of the figure is done very well. Like if you see, it is these shooting things. They are done very well. If you notice, there is battle damage on the knee plate as well. Accessories like most of the weapons are also painted very well. Especially if you see the alternate head and the unmasked head, the sculpting and the painting is very well done. It looks very human and it looks very realistic. I would say that this might be the best Din Djarin head or the best Pedro Pascal head that we have got till now. The flame effects and the electric effect are also nicely done over translucent base. The Grogu figure, even though it's so small, has been painted pretty nicely, and all the small details like he has feet this time, and those even have very small nails, and those are painted very well. The nails in the hand and his eyes are also pretty nicely done. So, as much as I personally want his armor to have been chrome colored, but I do like the way it looks like more towards gunmetal than silver. So I give the whole painting as an 8. It's very well done, but small misses here and there. Accessories. Now, this is where the package shines because he comes with a lot of accessories. Everything that you might have seen in the Mandalorian is here. To begin with, he comes with 10 pairs of hands, including the one he is wearing, and these are always different kind of grips so that he can hold all the accessories that he's coming with. He has hands with trigger fingers for the Amban face pulse blaster, uh, also with an electric effect. There are more hands to hold the dark saber, to hold the blaster pistol, and there is a hand to hold the Beskar spear. Well, everything has been covered thoroughly. And now for the weapons. He has that one I mentioned, the Amban rifle. He has the blaster pistol. He has a small knife. He has two kinds of dark saber, one with the blade and one without the blade. He has the Beskar spear. He has a grappling hook, and he has his jetpack. He also comes with additional attachments for his gauntlet, like the blaster and the whistling birds. He also has flame effect for the jetpack. He has two additional heads with one as the same helmet but with a pointer or a flashlight. Again, he has an unmasked head as well, and he has one full-sized Grogu and one bagged Grogu. By the way, the bag of Grogu has a soft good belt, which is made of something that looks like leather, but I don't think it is leather. It's pretty strong though. Now remember, when I said while I was talking about sculpting that I'm giving it 9, and I'll give you the details in accessories part. This is due to the sculpting, due to the issue with the sculpting here, that when you change the alternate parts on the gauntlet, like see this one, like this, you will notice that there is not a tight fit uh, on both the gauntlet. So if it doesn't fit tightly, that means that's a flaw from sculpting. Uh, and if you want to attach the rifle to his back through the clothes, I mean the cape, or even without the cape, and then there's a hole that gives it a it just makes it a nightmare, seriously. Like, it's good for taking photos, but if you are playing around with the figure, it's very hard. So I would rather not use it that much, only for the photos. And to finish off, he comes with a regular Mafex stand, which I might never use. The accessories are made and printed very well. If I show some of the best things that I find, it's like the blaster that he has, the rifle, the heat effect on the metal. See, you see this? Yeah, the heat effect on the metal, which is in the front coloring, has changed. So now, if you notice the dark saber, it is made of translucent plastic, so makes it look like it's glowing. So it's very nice to see some of the small details that they took care of. And one of the best part again, the blaster that he comes with is not pink here. Just one issue I have is that there is this small knife, which is pretty well done, but it's missing any sheath. Like, it should have been able to fit on the shoe, but where it's supposed to go, it's already has a knife in the shoe. I don't know why would they do that. But overall, due to the amount of accessories and the this figure comes with, I want to give it a 10. But then, due to the fact that all of the accessories are not very well or very easy to swap or easy to attach to him, so I'm giving it a 9. The articulation. Now, this is one place where this figure does not shine. Why? I'll tell you the reasons. Firstly, let's start with the neck. The neck goes very well down. You can look at Grogu just straight down, I mean, and he can look up because there is a double joint, one ball joint here and another ball joint here. So it works pretty good. The shoulders go up this much. This part, the shoulder guard, does float a bit, but it doesn't do much. So it does not go too much. The shoulders do have butterfly joints as well, but because of the armors, it's pretty much pointless. He has a double jointed elbow, but still it goes this much. So it's better than a single joint, but just mildly, not much. He has a good wrist, which has rotation and trigger finger hinge. He nearly does not have ab crunch. It's not because they didn't give ab crunch, but they did it, and it is so low here that there is no space at all to move around. He doesn't even rotate, he doesn't bend side to side, and he won't bend forward or backward. He doesn't do anything. Yeah, the pants or the diaper thing, that does move side to side. So yeah, there is some movement there. It's minimal. Okay, now another thing, that the thigh does not have a swivel. It does shift down for a better range, but frankly that doesn't help much. Then there is this knee, which is more or less a single joint. It is a single joint actually. He does not have a boot cut as well, no boot swivel, so which means he's just standing straight. He cannot shift. So if you're trying to make a walking pose, like the poster comes here, where the leg is a bit bent inwards, you can't do that. So that's an issue. Yeah. The toe has hinge, the toe has rocker, the feet has rocker. It does have the toe articulation. That's all good, no problem there. So all in all, the articulation lacks in performance. I would give articulation a 7. That's a very wholehearted effort from me. I try not to be that harsh, but then again, even though the articulation is not that bad, but it should not um, affect the overall scores for this, because frankly, even if you're posing it in different ways, Mandalorian, like Mando, doesn't usually do ninja stuff, so you won't need those that much of articulation. But then, whatever is needed is there. But then we need to consider that this is not a $25 Black Series that it can go away with. So this one is in US $100 figure. We expect better articulation and better everything when it's a premium figure. So articulation is a disappointment. Rest, let's see. Right, fun factor. If you are a Mandalorian fan, then this is the figure you need. This figure comes with nearly everything you need to recreate the scenes from the series. You just need to be careful with the swappable accessories. I rate the fun factor as 9. Value for money. So on most of the websites, including my favorite BBTS, I have seen this one priced at $104.99. But I prefer buying Mafex and SH rewards from Japanese websites, so I got this from Nin Games, and it cost me $60, and with shipment it was $70. So for that price, the value for money is pretty high because it comes with a lot of stuff. So I give the value of money a 10. Overall, even with the small flaws this figure has, you can spend a lot of time recreating everything you saw in the series, photographing, posing, having fun. So overall, it's a 9. It's a great figure. So that's it for today. I hope to see you soon again. Please do support my channel by subscribing, liking, or disliking, and sharing. Thank you everyone for your time.